Hello, my name is Anna. Today I am going to talk about managing stage fright in public speaking and how that is presented on myself along with what I have learned from this week's topic. I do want to start with noting the first lecture regarding fight, flight, and freeze. Of those, what I can relate to the most would be freeze. I speak in a monotone voice many times and must remind myself to show off my personality and the normal way that I speak. In addition to that, I can completely shut down and lose my train of thought. One standard of perfection is not very helpful either. We expect to deliver perfection, but more important than this is that we need to deliver with honesty. A common way my body expresses the anxiety would be looking up or away. The avoidance of eye contact makes me feel as if the other person or people do not see me, therefore I feel safe. Derived from lecture 4, I'm incredibly guilty of non-fluencies. I most commonly use the ums, like, and so. That is something I still really need to work on. I think finding your vocal range is also very important. In my place of work, we are always practicing scenarios so we can carry a conversation with people in regards to insurance. We practice how to lead the conversation and make sure they have a fulfilling experience. For me, I focus on not being drawn to speak in a robotic way, but more so in a normal conversational manner. Sticking to my workplace environment, we also have a couple of ways where we manage that fear. Again, we practice talk paths together, and sometimes that is more intimidating than the real deal. When you really stick to your role and focus on carrying the conversation as if it were real helps as a form of practice for when we run into these scenarios in the real calls to be well prepared. Having a practice session in place has genuinely helped me a lot in my job. I can still be a bit fearful. The important part is putting in the practice, getting yourself bumped up. We really need to give ourselves more credit and more patience. Thank you.